Good morning, students. How are you all? All are good? Okay. Yesterday I have given some homework, isn't it? One homework I have not completed the last exercise, the last item that I will explain today now. So, today before starting the class, have you taken your books and notes? Keep next to you. Okay. Then, and now I will explain that exercise. Okay. Exercise number fourth one, G, item G. Goods returned by Ravi, rupees 5,000 costing 4,000. Yesterday it was more time, that's why I have not explained this one to you. Okay. Goods returned by Ravi is 5,000 costing 4,000. So this costing only we need to deduct from the stock. Okay, minus 4,000. Then goods returned by Ravi. So this is debtors. Already debtors 15,000 there. We need to reduce this 5,000. Okay. So this one is a loss for us, isn't it? Costing 4,000. We will not get 5,000 from him, but goods around 4,000 only is reduced. So this 1,000 is a loss for the business. So from the capital we need to reduce this 1,000. Okay. From the capital minus 1,000 we have to put. Now you might have understood, isn't it? So again in the same accounting equation we have three more exercises. We will keep this as it is. Otherwise today if I start the problem today, then you can do the problems. Otherwise we will keep these three exercises later to do. Now we will start the journal entries. Okay, since we need to complete the whole 14 chapters by November, we won't get time to do each and every problems. Okay, I will start the journal entries. What is a journal? That in traditional approach yesterday we have studied the accounts, classification of accounts, isn't it? Classification of accounts, then accounting rules we have studied. Today we are going to learn about the journal entries. So, before we study the journal entries, we should study what is journal, isn't it? What is entry? So, this journal, this word, this means day. This is the word in French. Okay, this jour, the word jour, it is in French, and the meaning of that word is French. Okay. So jour means day. Okay, in French it is called jour. So what is journal? Journal is called daily. So from this we can understand daily we are entering the entries in the books of accounts. Okay, all the transactions are entered in the books of accounts every day. Every day we enter them. Then which order we enter? We enter them in the occurrence. In the order of occurrence. I have already told you, isn't it? Order of occurrence. That means when it occurs. Today morning 9 o'clock, if we sell some goods, we enter that one first. The next one will be the purchases. Okay, in that occurrence only we will enter them. Then since we enter this all the transactions in this book, in the journal, it is called the book of original entry. Originally where we enter? In this journal entries. So original entry or many words are there. Okay, primary entry, book of primary entry, prime entry, then first entry, preliminary entry, book of original entry or primary entry, prime entry, first entry, preliminary entry, and so on. Okay. So it is the first process. We have studied the steps in the process of accounting. So journalizing, we will say journalizing is the first process of accounting. Okay, that is called writing journal entries. How we will write this journal entry? We will write the journal entries in a book. There we need to divide that page into 5 columns. Okay, first one is date column. Here we will write the heading in the books of, then the name we will write. Okay, then journal entries we have to write. Okay, then date, then particulars. This column you have to use the accountancy notebook. Okay, there they have drawn the columns. Only this column you have to draw. Okay, here that is amount column will start. You have to take the particulars column only, that is short line. You have to take from the particulars column one small column we have to draw, that is LF. Okay, then debit, credit. Only 5. Debit, credit, then we should write rupees. Our currency. Indian currency is rupees. So, rupees symbol we need to write. Okay. Then in the date column, how we need to write? Date of the occurrence of the that transaction. Date. First we should write the year. Okay. Now 2019. Then January, month. Then one small column will be there. There you should write the date 1. Then we should write each transaction will affect 2 accounts. Isn't it? Each transaction will be affected by 2 aspects, 2 accounts. It will affect 2 accounts. One account will be debited, the other will be credited. Second account will be credited. So we should identify, that is called identification of that entries, that accounts. Okay, identification. Here only we are identifying how many accounts it is affecting. Okay, one particular transaction. For example, commenced business with cash. Who will commence? Rupees 50,000. Okay, that person in the books of Raj. Okay, if Raj commenced business with cash, here in the books of Raj we will write, isn't it? Then, okay, the date is 2019 January 1. Raj commenced business with cash. The cash is coming inside, isn't it? So, one account is cash. Commenced business means that is related to capital. Okay, here how many accounts are affected? 2 accounts. Then you should identify that account under, we should classify that account, which account it is. Cash account, we know the asset, so it is real account. Then capital is related to the person, Raj, so it is personal account, isn't it? Now, whether this then real account, what is the rule? That is very important. We will recollect that rule once again. Okay, what is the rule for cash, for the real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, for the real account, debit what comes in, credit goes out. So whether cash is coming in, you have to think this one from the viewpoint of the business. For the business, should not think of Raj. Okay, for Raj the cash is going out. Okay, we have to think, we have to enter all the transactions from the viewpoint of the business. Okay, viewpoint of the business. So for the business, the cash is coming in. Yes, the cash coming in. So we need to debit cash. Okay, now you come to the personal account capital. Personal account, what is the rule? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So here, this one, who is giving the amount? This Raj capital, isn't it? He is not receiving, he is giving. So that should be credited. Credit the giver. Okay, here credit the giver. Who is the giver? Raj. So Raj's capital. Raj apostrophe S capital. That should be credited. Understood now? So cash should be debited. So how we should write in the journal entry? How we should write? First, we should start from this line. Cash account debtor. Cash account debtor. In the end, near the LF column, we should write DR. Then leave little space in the next line. Write TO. First letter must be in capital letter. Then 2. Which one you should write? Raj capital account. Raj's capital account. Capital account. Okay, then in bracket we should write one information, that narration, that is called narration. What it is called? Narration. A short description of the sentence, that entry. Okay, short description. What it is? Raj commenced business. Okay, or commenced business, enough, because we are writing here Raj, isn't it? Commenced business. Just to understand what it is. Okay, that's all. This LF column, what is the meaning of LF column? It is called ledger folio. What is the meaning? LF, ledger folio. This ledger we are going to learn in the next chapter. That is the account. Main account we have studied, now we will group. That means the cash account. In which page of that ledger book? Ledger means one big book. Okay, that your teachers will write the marks in one book, it is like big book. It is called the ledger book. In that book, this item is posted in which page number? Okay, the page number of that account. Page number of the account. That is called the ledger folio. Now we will not enter anything. When we post this one, that time we will enter here. Okay, that number. Leave as it is. Then what is the amount? 50,000. For debit, in this line you have to write. You should write little leaving space. Okay, amount must be very clear. Then credit, straight to this one, not here. Here you should write 50,000. Okay, that's all. Then after completing one transaction, after completing one journal entry for that transaction, we should draw one line, or you can leave one line. Okay, only in the particulars column we have to draw a line. Then we should start. No need to write this one again. The second date 2, we have to start the next one. Okay, have you understood now? Okay, this is that journalizing. This is called journalizing. That if you see in the book, you will understand steps in journalizing. Okay, that is what we have, they have given. Okay, now we will learn the different types of journal entries. Before that one, we will do one exercise. Okay, example illustration they are given. See how to, that I will explain with the help of the book. Okay, because it is not needed. Only they will ask this journal entry. This is not needed. This is the step that we have done in the book. Okay, all these you have to do in your memory only. Okay, this is the one we need to write. You see, cash account debtor to Somu's capital. So if you see these illustrations, you can prepare the journal entries. Okay, now we will see. Somu commenced printing business with cash 50,000. So here it is analysis. First we should analyze the transaction. This is a cash transaction as cash is involved. Okay, because cash is there. So we can conclude it is a cash transaction. Then what are the next one? You have to see how many accounts involved. One is cash, the other one is Somu's capital. Now I explained it to you now in the same way. Okay. Then cash account is real account. Somu's capital account is personal account. Here real cash is coming in. So you have to write cash comes in. Here personal account. Here Somu is giving. So we should write Somu is the giver. So what should be debited? Cash is debited. Somu's capital is credited. Now only it is shown in the journal entry. Date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Rupees they have written. Okay. Now you see the cash account. No, simply cash account near the line they have started, isn't it? Cash account, debtor. 2 you have to write in the next line, leaving little space. To Somu's capital. It is better to write S, C and all within capital letters. Okay. Then after each and every that account you should write A, capital A, slash, small c. That is called account. Short form of account. Then the same thing they have written. Okay. It's narration. Somu commenced business. With the capital also no need. Somu commenced business. Then LF column you leave simply, then write 50,000, 50,000. Okay, then another example you see. Bought goods for cash. So this is also a cash transaction, isn't it? One is cash, the other one bought goods. I have told you when we purchase goods that is called purchases. Okay, there in the accounting equation we considered this as stock. But here you say this as purchases. Understand? What goods are called purchases. Understood? So one is purchases, another one is cash. Okay. Here that purchases. Here they have considered as nominal account only. Okay, consider as nominal because we pay expenses. Okay, expenses. So we write that is should be debited. Then cash is the real account. When we purchase something, cash goes out. Okay, cash goes out. That is credit. So we should see the journal entry. Journal entry you see, journal entry, date, particulars, LF, debit, credit, purchases. Purchases account debtor, here it should not write stock, okay. Purchases account debtor to cash account. Then cash purchases made, okay, or goods bought for cash. That what is given there also you can make. Otherwise cash purchases simply you can write. Then write the amount there. Okay. Then purchased goods from Rahul for 10,000 on credit. Okay. Here on credit, here it is which transaction it is? Credit transaction. We studied 3 kinds of transactions, isn't it? Cash transaction, bank transaction and credit. So this will come under credit transaction. So purchased good. This one no need to write, okay? That's nothing is needed. All this you have to do in mind. For that one only in which order we have to see. For that purpose only to make you understand they have given here, okay? So purchased goods. So one is purchase account. Then from Rahul on credit. You should not write the credit account. From whom we are purchasing? Rahul. There we wrote under creditors. Here in the journal entry we will write that particular supplier name. Supplier name is Rahul. Okay, Rahul account. So here purchases will come under nominal account. Then Rahul is personal account. Okay, because we spent to purchase those goods, that is So it is an expenses. For what we are spending? To purchase the goods. So debit, that we should debit. Purchases account debit. Then Rahul is the giver, so we need to credit him. So now what is the journal entry? Purchases account debtor to Rahul account. Then bought goods from Rahul on credit 10,000. Okay, many transactions they have given. If you see everything, we can do the problem. Okay, cash paid to Rahul, or I will explain this one. Cash paid to Rahul. You may not understand. Okay, cash paid to Rahul rupees 4,000. Okay, 4,000. Here one is cash, the other one Rahul, isn't it? Because cash is cash paid, cash is going out, isn't it? So cash going out, we need to credit, isn't it? Then Rahul is receiving, so we need to debit. Now you can that this is a real account, this is personal account. Okay, so in mind you have to do that one. So what is the journal entry? Journal entry we should write. Okay, debit Rahul. So Rahul's account debtor. Apostrophe also you can write. Okay, Rahul's account debtor to cash account. Amount 4,000. Okay, then cash paid to Rahul. Cash paid to Rahul we can write. Okay, then next one. Withdrew cash for personal use. Withdrew cash for personal use. 8,000. Personal use we have learnt, isn't it? If we withdraw cash for personal use, that is called drawings. If they commence business, that is called capital. The opposite thing, if he withdraw money from the business for personal use, that is called drawings. Okay, so drawings. Then another one, what he is taking cash. So from the business, cash is going out, isn't it? So we need to credit this one. Then drawings. Drawing is the personal account, isn't it? Who is receiving? So this drawings we should debit. Okay, that his drawings, but here only capital we will write his name. For drawings we will write simply as drawings. So what is the entry? Drawings account debtor. Drawings account debtor to cash account. Withdrew cash for personal use. Then one line you have to draw. Okay, only in the particulars column, date column and all you should not draw. Then next item, cash deposited into bank. Cash deposited into bank. Rupees 5,000. Here cash deposited bank. So one is cash going out, bank is receiving, isn't it? So practically if you think, you will get very easy. What is going out? Cash. So credit what goes out. That all the golden rules, it must be golden rules only. You must remember throughout the day. Okay, throughout whatever time if we ask, you should be able to answer that one. So cash goes out, so it should be credited. Bank is receiving, so that we need to debit. Understand? So cash credit, isn't it? So bank account debtor to cash account. Then narration, cash deposited into bank. Cash deposited into bank. Okay, 5,000. Here 5,000 we need to write. Okay. Then paid salary by check. Another one. I think you are following my teaching. Yes or no? Paid salary by check. Rupees 3,000. Here, one expense we are paying, isn't it? That expense name is called salary. By check we are paying, isn't it? So, it is connected to bank. So, bank is giving. So, credit the giver. Debit or nominal account, what is that? Debit all expense and loss. So, should be debited. So, what is the journal entry? Salary account debtor to bank account. Then paid salary by check. Rupees 3,000. Okay. Then another transaction. Sold goods to Mahesh on credit. Mahesh on credit. Rupees 9,000. Here sold goods. Purchase goods means it is called purchase. Sold goods means it is called sales. So it is an income. So we need to credit. Okay. Then to whom? Mahesh we are selling. He is the receiver. So personal account, isn't it? Receiver we need to debit. So what is the entry? Mahesh account debtor to sales account. Mahesh account debtor to sales account. Then sold goods to Mahesh. $9,000. Okay. Then if it is sold goods to Mahendran for cash. Sold goods to Mahendran for cash. Rupees 5,000. Here you must be very careful. Okay, so here sold goods is called sales. Then Mahendran there, cash there. So whether Mahendran or cash. If it is credit only, we can take that person. Okay, Mahesh. But here this one is for cash. So ignore this Mahendran. Okay, so only cash. Cash is coming in, isn't it? So we need to debit. This one income. This one should be credit. So what is the entry? Cash account debtor to sales account. Okay. Simply cash sales. You can write. Okay. Otherwise sold goods to Mahendran for cash. You can write. Otherwise simply short form cash sales. Okay. Then borrowed loan from bank. Borrowed loan from bank. Rupees 10,000. borrowed loan from bank. Here one is loan, okay, then bank loan. Simply not bank, we have to consider this one as bank loan. The other one we will receive cash in the bank. Okay, here bank loan. So it is a liability. Okay, bank loan is a liability. We need to credit that one. Okay, but cash is coming inside. Okay, so that should be debit. Okay, so what is the entry? Cash account debtor to bank loan. Simply the giver also we can think bank. Okay, but simply if we write bank, it is not correct because we need to pay this one back. It is a liability also. Okay, so bank loan account. So you should write borrowed loan from bank. Okay. Again, two more are there. Okay, you can see that one, you will understand, and we will start the illustration tomorrow. Before that, you learn all these examples they have given. Now these 13 examples, you try to understand that one. Now I will mark the question answers and give to you. Okay, tomorrow we will see that illustration in the all the journal entries continuously, how we need to write. Okay, now we will for that mark the question answers. Okay, here what is meant by journalizing? Journalizing, okay, journalizing, it is in my book, it is in page number 50 under the heading of steps in journalizing. Okay, steps in journalizing, the first line. Okay, up to here, the process of analyzing the business transactions under the heads of debit and credit and recording them in the journal is called journalizing. Okay, this one we need to mark, that is journalizing. Then the same thing, 3 mark. Golden rules we have marked yesterday, isn't it? Then everything we have marked almost. Now briefly explain about steps in journalizing. That is same thing. 8 steps are there, isn't it? Here, steps in journalizing. Analyze the transactions. Classify the above accounts under personal, real or nominal. Okay, then apply the rules of debit and credit. If you learn, you will understand. That is what I have taught you. How to what are the steps in journalizing. Okay, all the 8 steps you have to mark, and you read, you will understand. No need to learn by heart. When you do problems, it will be very clear. So 2-3 times you read again and again, you will understand. Okay students, it is easy only when you start doing the journal entries, you will understand very well. Okay, so we have completed the exercises up to 4. So tomorrow we will start from 8. So today only these 2 question answers you need to study. Okay students? Okay, thank you very much.